Hey, I've been wanting to address this topic about what I eat in a day videos for a really long time. What I love is it's finally being talked about how dangerous these are. And I want to bring some attention to it here. Let's go. Welcome to the Intuitive Eating Mama podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer D'Amato. I am an intuitive eating counselor and I'm also a mom to four. This podcast is not just for mamas, it's for all women who are ready to ditch diets, ditch the scale and food guilt forever, and instead invite peace with food, increase their body trust, and confidence in all of her choices. I believe this show is going to shed some light on sneaky ways diet culture has infiltrated your thoughts, your family, and your well-being. No matter the episode, I want you to walk away feeling informed, inspired, and encouraged. So whether you're taking a walk, washing the dishes, or carting kids around, let's dive into the latest episode on the Intuitive Eating Mama podcast. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me post like food. I mean, I love food. And I've even shared some recipes. I've done some reels of maybe cooking something on the Blackstone outside, or my adventures with learning how to smoke meat, or a simple sauce even on my stovetop. I think it's valuable to share things like that because I do have women who are like, what do I cook? What do I make? I'm out of ideas. I feel that way. I feel that way all the time. I think there's a funny meme I've seen going around about, no one told me in adulthood I'd have to like decide what to make for dinner for the rest of my life. And oh my goodness, is that relatable? And of course, it's not just me. There's humans who live in this house with me who are also really appreciative when there's A, food in the house, and B, I cook. Now, I generally only make dinner. They take care of their own breakfast and lunch, but there's occasions where I do those as well. Now, I'll tell you, I see nothing wrong. Share those recipes, share those ideas. The issue, I believe, is different with these what I eat in a day videos. Now, I'm not going to mention any account names at all here, but I'm sure you've seen them, whether it's celebrity influencer types or just your girlfriend next door showing what she eats in a day. I think they're dangerous. I think they're harmful. And I think the main reason they are, is because even if we don't want to, we compare. Now, I actually have a really big issue with intuitive eating accounts posting these. I love supporting anyone talking about intuitive eating. And I'm talking intuitive eating as it's supposed to be, not intuitive eating for weight loss, not intuitive eating for dieting, but intuitive eating as your body was created, implementing the 10 principles without focusing on weight, without that being your main reason for doing it. But I really, really get concerned when I see intuitive eating counselors, coaches, those who really promote this, sharing what I eat in a day. And again, I go back to why? Comparison. The reason you'll never see me post what I eat in a day is because I realize the potential for comparison. Well, Jen eats this, that's what she's having. I'm going to replicate. I'm going to try to eat what she's eating in a day. Even if we do this kind of subconsciously, it happens. If I eat like her, I'll look like her, I'll feel like her, I'll be like her. It's, I hate to say this, it's almost like this human nature, this instinctual thing that we do to compare. I really don't know why. It's like one of these mysteries I have, but we do it. We do it sometimes unknowingly. Now, of course, we can look outside of intuitive eating and oh my goodness, there is some crazy what I eat in a day stuff out there. There was this one gentleman, Years ago in my disordered eating, I would follow because he ate one meal a day, and I would watch these videos. It would make me sick to my stomach because he was literally eating, 2,000 plus calories or so in one sitting. And I was like, I don't even remember why I watched it. And I never thought, oh, I can eat once. But I think it was the thing that helped try to fuel me to say, you don't need to eat all day long. That's disordered thinking. Believing if I eat like her, that I'll look like her is really disordered thinking. My body is different from your body. Yes, we have these general things that are similar. These organs, these internal parts, yeah, they're the same, but we are not the same. We could eat the same exact thing. We could work out the same amount, sleep the same amount, and our bodies would still be different. It's kind of the awesome thing about bodies that we've moved away from even appreciating. Now, maybe these videos, these what I eat in a day videos, don't affect you in the same way, or maybe they do, but you didn't notice it until now. I think that sometimes happens, right? We don't really see the harm something's doing until we look at it. It's kind of like we turn our head and see, oh, you know what? I do feel worse after I watch that. Or I think I'm doing something wrong. I should be eating like that. I have these thoughts, but I've just ignored them, haven't really noticed them, but is something I'm internalizing. I think it's very possible they don't affect you at all. Maybe you don't even see them. Maybe you don't follow accounts anymore. You've already done some cleansing of that. But maybe you've come across them. They're littered on YouTube. Oh, wow. YouTube's probably the main place that I see them, but they're all over Instagram and TikTok as well. Take a look at your own thoughts if you have viewed these. What kind of thoughts do you have about yourself? Are you kind of unknowingly even comparing what you eat? Is the word should showing up after you watch those? I should be eating more of that. I should be doing that. Because even when it comes to intuitive eating, and this is, I believe, where those dangers of intuitive eating, practitioners, counselors, nutritionists, dietitians, all of them, sharing these kind of videos, that's where the dangers lie. Well, she's an expert in intuitive eating. I should be eating like her. I should be eating the kinds of food she eats. That's, again, dangerous territory, and why you'll never see me share it. If you want a recipe for something, I may have made it. I'll find something. I have a whole Pinterest page. People still use Pinterest. I've had women go follow me just oh, there's stuff here. I don't do a ton on there for recipes, but there are some because I cook. I am always looking for something to add or hit on repeat or add something that's I've never done before. Again, I like to explore, but I will not share from start to finish of a day because I know what the end result of that can be in that comparison. But if you want a recipe, hit me up. Go ahead. I'd say that's something I think valuable to be sharing. So I know I'm partly speaking to those sharing the videos. Please stop, please stop. Please stop. And I'm also speaking to those of us who've seen the videos and the impact and effect that those have on us. Now, I'm a big proponent in the mute button and the unfollow. It's okay. If you find that there's just such triggering information being shared, it's okay to mute or unfollow, unfriend, whatever it's called wherever you are, because you don't need to subject yourself to something on your healing journey that moves you away from healing. Unfortunately, I don't think this trend is going away. It's definitely deeply rooted in diet culture and in wellness culture. I don't think it's leaving. What I plead for is that intuitive eaters, intuitive eating practitioners, and counselors don't share these kind of videos and even continue to speak out as to how dangerous they can be and what happens when we share these. And then for all of us, that we would be able to feel comfortable and confident setting boundaries with this kind of information. If you find yourself in a place of, but I don't know where to start. I want to see what other people are eating because I don't know where to start with intuitive eating. I want to tell you this is not the place to start watching these videos, but I do have somewhere you can start. And it's going to be with understanding the principles of intuitive eating. I have 2 ways you can do that. First, you can head to my website. I have the ultimate guide to intuitive eating. That is a one-stop shopping for all the information on intuitive eating. I'm going to link that in the show notes below. I'm also going to share with you that if you want to dive deeper even from there because you're ready for more, there is a workbook for the podcast on the series that goes with that ultimate guide, that goes with each of the episodes on the intuitive eating series. That's a great place to start without comparison, without shoulds and shouldn'ts, without these rules, without feeling worse about yourself, but doing the deeper work within yourself. That's a great place to start. Wherever you're listening, I'm going to link that in the show notes, but you can always head to my website, www.healthcoachforlife.com. All of those resources are right there for you. All right, here's to eating what you want in a day, not needing to know what I eat in a day, and just enjoying whatever it is we're eating. All right, ladies, until next week. Thanks so much for listening to the episode. I'm wondering, are we hanging out together on social media? If we're not, let's fix that right now. Head over to Instagram and search Jennifer_Health Coach for Life. Or head into the show notes wherever you're listening to this episode and click follow Jen. I can't wait to see you there. Hop into the DMs, say hi. All right, I'll see you on the gram and next week right here for another episode.